Good morning, friends, and welcome back to another day in the life. So today is the Wednesday, which is like our last week before Katie starts college. So today is going to be Sophie's second day of like in-person speech therapy. So we have that today. We're also going to go see my mom, help her with a couple of things, and then I have some errands to run too. We need to go ahead and get science supplies for Sophie's next 2 science units that we're going to be doing. And we are also starting Bible this morning with Sophie. Next week we go back more into our regular school routine with her. So we just kind of have a lot going on. Gary's on the way out of town. And we're still working with Katie a little bit on getting more comfortable driving. So she's been doing a lot more driving and kind of like meeting us places and things like that. We've been taking 2 cars and just kind of to give her a comfort level. So today she's gonna meet us at my mom's house after therapy, so she doesn't have to sit in her car through therapy. And she's gonna, you know, drive separately. We're gonna drive all the way out to where she goes to school. We're gonna go to Walmart and Dollar Tree, I think, just to get some of the stuff Sophie needs and just give Katie some driving practice as well. Starting on Sunday of this week, we have the beginning of her orientation. So she has actually orientation, various different things, Sunday through Wednesday of next week, or this coming Sunday and then Wednesday through Wednesday of next week. So, and then she starts classes on Thursday. So she is getting ready to start. This is basically her last like week of summer. So as you know, Sophie and I have been doing school about 3 days a week over the summer. Mostly we've been doing science and math and language arts review. So anyway, I'll make a video soon kind of bringing y'all up to speed on what we ended up doing. But I am making breakfast right now. I'm just gonna do our hash brown bowls because those are pretty good points for me, and they're also very quick, and we're in a bit of a rush this morning. So I have the bacon going, then I'm gonna cook the hash browns. I'm gonna make some scrambled eggs and just put all that together in a bowl. Hash brown bowls are something we have a couple of times a week because my whole family loves them. I just get some refrigerated hash browns and I season them with garlic, salt, and onion powder. And I just add cooked bacon to that, as well as some eggs, usually scrambled eggs, and then a little sprinkle of cheese on top.
Yeah. And I'll be fine by then. We were on a high, but now we're letting go, and finding the way back is all I know.
We're using this My Illustrated Bible for beginning readers for Sophie for Bible. We're gonna do this once a week. My goals for this was just to do some simple Bible stories to give her a little bit of extra practice reading. And then we're also going to use a primary journal with it, and I'm gonna have her draw a picture of something related to the story. And then I'm also gonna write a sentence and have her copy it. So in this first story, it's about creation. So I wrote, God made the earth, and she'll copy that. So we're gonna be working on basically fine motor skills, drawing and coloring, as well as handwriting, while we work on reading as well. So our plan for this is to do it every Wednesday and then go to speech, right?
I am excited to do this.
You are? All right, let's go ahead and read the story. All right, this is the table of contents. So we're just doing like one story every time we do this, and I've got it set up where we'll just do it once a week and be done with the book.
Long ago, here,
There.
where, why, no, what,
World.
well, where, why, no, sign, where, why, no, mean. Hey!
Recall when we were young, running from all things at once, without thinking twice. And I knew it would catch up, and that we would be the ones left behind. stories I've been told, they never seem to leave my mind. On this road that I am on, I gotta stay here for
So this is what we're going for. Look, just a real simple journal page every time. You like it, Sophie?
Yes.
Yeah, is it fun?
Yay!
All right, we just finished up at my mom's, helping her do a few things. We're getting ready to go run some errands. We're gonna go to Target first. I need to pick up some stuff for my mom, and I need to get a few things that we need as well. And then we're gonna head to Walmart and maybe Dollar Tree to get some of Sophie's like science things that she needs for 2 of the Good and Beautiful units. In the past, I haven't really done a lot of those activities. As far as like gathering all the materials ahead of time and everything, I would just do them if we happen to have the stuff on hand. But I want to make a better effort at that, especially now that Sophie's getting a little bit older and she's enjoying science so much. So I want to go ahead and have all that prepared. All right, this is the stuff that we got. We got all this at Walmart. We never made it to Dollar Tree just because of where we were. There wasn't really a Dollar Tree there. But we got some marbles, balloons, some straw. Some of the stuff is like things you might have around your house, except that we didn't have it. This was some like little small dinosaurs, some ping pong balls, a car, because Sophie doesn't have any Hot Wheels, some craft sticks, some tape because we were out of tape and we need some, and then some chalk. This was the only chalk I could find, so it's probably overkill, but maybe Sophie can play with that outside. And then some cornstarch because I was out of that, and she needs like this entire container for one of the paleontology things. So this is everything that she needs except for just a couple of things. Like we need some brads, and I think we need some masking tape. And this is actually for 2 different science units kind of mixed together. We're doing the motions and small machines after Christmas, and we're doing paleontology before Christmas. So we did 2 units prior to that over the summer. So these are like our bigger units that we're gonna do for the rest of the school year. And then this stuff was extra and just for fun. I got her this little Dino Dig egg. I thought this might be fun for Sophie. And then these 2 we're not gonna actually use this year, but I'm probably gonna use it over the summer. This Exploring Oceans kit, I thought this might be fun if we do marine biology, because we haven't actually done that one yet. And then this Gemstone Dig, we are going to be doing geology at some point. These little kits, I think they were like $11.97 at Walmart, so we did get both of these at Walmart as well. And they had several different ones, but these were things that I knew like they're coming up, so I was just gonna put them upstairs and hold them. And then this was with the toys. These were kind of like on an end cap near the crafts, but this was with the toys, this dino egg thing. So we got most of the school stuff done for science. I still got a little bit to do, but I feel like I made some headway there. Another thing that I wanted to share with y'all, this one I actually ordered on Amazon and it just came in, but this is a game that I'm gonna start playing with Sophie for reading. It's called the Fidget Game, and it's for sight words. And so it has pre-K, kindergarten, grade 1, grade 2, grade 3. So I think a lot of these Sophie's gonna know. Probably most of the kindergarten and pre-K she's gonna know already, and we're kind of working on like level 1. So I think this is gonna work for a while, and hopefully she'll enjoy doing this. But this just came in today. Like I said, that we ordered this from Amazon. I'll link it below if any of y'all have issues with sight words. I know a lot of people kind of put down the idea of using sight words for reading. But when you have a special needs child, particularly in our case, Sophie has apraxia, childhood apraxia of speech. So sight words really increase fluency for her because the sounding out is just not really something that's possible. Even though she knows her sounds, the putting all of that together and kind of the motor planning required in that is just not something that she's really able to do while she's reading. So she is learning to read almost solely from sight words. Now she is using like the idea of phonic sounds to understand that certain words sound the same, and that has really been helpful with the Good and the Beautiful with those booster books. But she never, like when she's reading, sounds out a word. It's just something that she can't do and kind of keep going. So I work very hard on sight words with her, and like I said, I know that's a little bit atypical in this sort of modern time or whatever, But that is actually a strategy that is used commonly with children that have Down syndrome and other genetic conditions. So if you're struggling with anything like that, maybe consider sight words, because it has made a huge difference for us. And I'll let you know how this goes and if Sophie enjoys it once we start playing this. But I was going to try to work it into our language arts at least once a week. All right, for dinner we're having a rotisserie chicken along with, I'm just making some really quick mac and cheese, just boiling some elbow noodles. I'm going to add about a tablespoon of butter, a splash of milk, and about a cup of cheddar cheese to that. All right, so here's dinner. It's about a cup of the mac and cheese, some salad. I'm going to add a tablespoon of this dressing to that, which that will be 2 points, and the salad kind of cancels that out, being an additional 2 points. The chicken is free for me, so that makes it a 10-point dinner for me. So it's 2 points for the dressing and 8 points for the mac and cheese. So my day so far is 13 points. I have 10 points left. Sophie and I decided to go ahead and play the game, didn't we?
Yeah.
Are you excited? So it comes with 4 of the little pop-it things. So you need 1 for each person that's gonna play. So you could actually do this with 4 people, or if you needed more, you could possibly just get other pop-it things as long as they have the same number, or just get a second box. So I'm gonna put those over there because we don't need that. All right, so put it down.
We don't need the
We're gonna do preschool words and see how many of those that you know. These are all based on Common Core, so I don't know if this really matches up with the Good and the Beautiful or not. It doesn't really matter to me. This is just for extra practice. So we're using the ones labeled pre-K. It says you're going to put the deck face down after you shuffle them. And players will, the first player is going to pick a card and read the word. And then they roll the word. If they say the word correctly, they're gonna roll the die and pop down the number that they get. So if they rolled 5, they would pop down 5. And the goal is to get all of the things popped. And then if you get a unicorn card, it says roll the dice twice and you pop the number. And then there's also a gremlin card and you roll it and you unpop that number. And that's pretty much the game. It's pretty easy. So I'm gonna go ahead and shuffle these. Okay, you rolled 2. So you're gonna press down 2. Okay, good.
Yeah.
All right, and she got the word blue.
Yay.
All right, so I'm gonna choose one. What is your word? What is this word?
3.
3, good. So
Yeah.
Mommy's gonna roll. And I got 6, so that's a whole roll. I'm gonna punch down 6, okay. You go again.
V.
Good, so you can roll. What you get?
5, 4.
No count. That's 5. We can subitize that. There's 4 on the corners and 1 in the middle, so we should know that's 5.
Is that all of them?
Let's count.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, so that's 4.
Me.
Punch them down. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 more. That's what you do, okay?
Yay.
All right.
See?
Good.
Yeah.
Okay, Mommy got 2. 1, 2. Okay, draw your card. Friends, we'd love to pray for you. If we can pray for you, let us know in the comments below. I'm going to give y'all a little brief homeschool room tour since we're getting ready to kind of start doing school every day. Starting next week, we've been on a summer schedule, but we're going to be going to more of a normal schedule. So this box is just all the curriculum that she's currently using. So all the different subjects and books that we're using right now are all in here. And then we also, this is part of language arts, part of math here. And then we have this little box that I got on Amazon, and we keep school supplies in here, as well as Sophie's glasses and some of the readers. Like, she's in this one right now, but when she finishes that one, she'll move to one of these 4, and I just let her pick. And then the booster books that she hasn't completed are in here. Then down here, we keep the computer that we use for homeschool, as well as we have like some loose leaf paper under there. So this is in our dining room. This is under here. I kind of hide the school stuff. I don't want it to be like, I don't want it to really look like a homeschool room. I want it to look like a dining room. So like during the school week, I will leave this stuff on the table, but then over the weekend, or if we have people come over, I'll just put it all down there and you just don't notice it that much. And the only thing in this area that I leave out all the time is the pencil sharpener, just because it needs to plug in, and it's just easier to have that out. If I have our stuff put up underneath, this room, in my opinion, looks a lot more like a dining room than it looks like a homeschool room, and that makes me happy. So I also have always had this art box, but I kind of went through and cleaned that out, and so that's just stuff that we use for art, and it's also like extra crayons, extra markers. And then I just put this together. This was all that science stuff that y'all saw that we got, and I just put it all together in that box, so when we get to it, we can just pull that box and get what we need out of here. And it just seems like they use similar materials, so I'm just going to probably continue to use the science box and just kind of you know, just put in there what we need for the unit or units that we're doing. Then this is where I will put the box that has her curriculum in there when we're not using it. And then this is where I keep my china, but I moved some things over and made space in here for some things that we probably don't use every day, like this game that I showed y'all. And then these are the booster books that she's finished for Booster Book B set. There's another game back there that I'm not ready to use with her yet. And then these are readers that I have prepared for her for this year and potentially into next year. So I've got level 1 and level 2 books here, and then I also have her musical multiplication, which we have started. We're in set 1, and when I feel like she's mastered that, we'll move to set 2. But that's all stuff that we are using, but we don't use it every day, or either like some of this stuff, we just haven't gotten to it yet. Then we also have this area over here, and over here I'm keeping things that we're just not ready for. Like I've got her level 3 math, and we just haven't started that. This is one of her science units that we're going to be going to later in the year. And then this is her level 2 language arts. We're not ready for that. But we probably will be using all of this stuff at some point this year. And then I also have her portfolio here. And then the other part of our homeschool room is this box right here, which is our library box. So whenever we go to the library, we put her books in here, but the library books are in the car because we're taking those back tomorrow. Then whatever our read aloud is, I just keep that on the coffee table. So right now we're almost done with Farmer Boy. I just keep that on the coffee table. And then of course, my little library area up here, this is where I keep extra books, portfolios from different years, microscope, just stuff like that that we're not using right this minute, but we will use at some point. Our globe, that's just kind of like where I house everything, and that works out really well for me. I also have extra art supplies and things like that in boxes. I have games and puzzles and maps and all that kind of stuff up there, and I just kind of go through it based on the school year and grab what we need and bring it downstairs. And then stuff down here moves up there at the end of the school year or end of the semester or whatever, just depending on what we need. Thanks for being here today, friend. We'll see you next time. Bye.